One, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Yes, crew. Yes, people. What is going down? It is DJ Ash Noble. Give me a second. Yeah, it's going to be quite a tough one. This. Welcome back to another stream. I was just working out if there's a because I'm doing that trick again. You know where I'm using the like the dynamic like studio microphone, and I'm having to hold it in my hand. You see, because it's quite a tough one. You see, I would use my mic stand, but I've sellotaped a webcam to it for when I do my DJ mixes. So I'm having to hold it, but might be quite tricky for this stream. So there might be a little bit of putting the mic down and stuff like that, depending if I can sort of really work with one hand. So welcome back to another stream. Today's stream is actually about tips and tricks upon putting a set together, essentially. So basically, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you a trick that I sometimes do when putting a set together. So nowadays, when I'm putting a set together, I like to think a little bit more outside of the box. I like to be a little bit more creative, and I like to cram a hell of a lot of tunes in to the time that I've got to play. Sometimes you only get given, let's say, a 45-minute set, so you kind of, you want to blow people away, and well, I do anyway, and I want to be able to just sort of, play sort of like tracks as short as I can, and then sort of like double drop and bring in the next one and do some absolutely amazing things, and just, so people almost just hear so many bangers but in such a short space of time, but they love it, and and it still flows and it still goes well. So I've started putting a set together tonight. This is not for anything in particular. This is just me taking inspiration from an old Andy Whitby set that, to me, still to this day, is one of my most favourite Andy Whitby sets that I have ever listened to. To if you don't know what it is, Andy Whitby probably I think I might be able to find out because I've actually got it up. I'm just trying to think when he posted it. If it'll actually tell me when he posted the. Oh yeah, so he actually did this on the 6th of June, 2011, and he put it on his SoundCloud. And basically, he did a mix called Clubland Summer Anthems, and essentially what he did was he crammed 36 tunes onto a 3-deck mix, and the mix is just seems it's just banging. There's no other way to say it. It's banging. It's just Clubland banger after Clubland banger, full of absolute belting tunes. There's like double drops and quick mixes. So I've decided that, I want to create something a little similar. Now, he is actually on a 3-deck mix, so some of it is quite impossible for me to do, as I'm only going to be on, let's say, I'm only going to be on a 2-deck mix. So it's going to be a little bit hard for me to work with some of it, but I wanted to create a little bit of a similar styled set, so I'm not copying the set as such. However, there is a couple of tunes out of the set that I am sort of doing in the order that he mixed them in, just because it does flow well, but I'm not using like everything he's done. For example, in his mix there's a Duck Sauce Barbra Streisand, and for the life of me I don't know what version of Barbra Streisand he played. He played like a really banging donk one, and I've played 2 different donk versions it's not the same mix, and he's done it with a versus shakedown at night. So I don't know if he just looped that vocal in the mix at the time on another deck, or if there's actually a version that does have that vocal on it. But for the life of me, I cannot find it. I've tried searching for it, but I can't find it. So I'm actually cutting some different tunes out and making it a little bit more like my own. But this is sort of where I'm taking the inspiration from, and I'm looking forward to kind of like seeing where the mix will obviously progress to. And just, if I get a set somewhere, whether it be, where I'm playing like a bounce set, club landy set, I've definitely got a set here that is just going to absolutely, hopefully, blow people away. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, so one thing I like to do is I like to come and edit some of my tunes, just so I can make the length of the tunes a little bit shorter. Now, this tune here that we've got is a remix of Alex Kidd. It's a remix of Martin Solveig. It's Hello. It's the XNRG remix, and as I can see here, you won't be able to see because you can only see the FL screen. But this tune is 5 minutes and 14 seconds long. Now, if you are playing, let's say, only a 45-minute set, that's a long time out of your 45-minute set that that you're gonna lose. So if you can drop it down a little bit, absolutely. So what I'm gonna do with the tune, and I'm gonna do it on the stream as a little bit to show you sort of how I do it. So we've got the intro here, as you can obviously see. So I'll play it. So you can see there it obviously plays, and then you can see here where it actually gets bigger, and then there's almost like a little bit of a drop. You can see just ever so slightly here, and this is where there's a little fill, and then it'll come into the donk and the bass. And that is one hell of a really sick bass, by the way. So we've got a bass that will come in for 16 bars, and then we go straight into the breakdown. So this is all good. So we're going to keep all of this, so you can see here. So if I just play it from here. So that goes into the breakdown, look, and then it's going to come here. This will start building up, look. And then you can see there it builds up, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to play it from here. So just here, so I need to make we need to make a note of where this bit is here on the track. So it's round about where that there says 67. We're going to keep an eye on this because this is coming up to nearly where we're going to change the track. So where the track's going to change. So there should be another 16 bars from here. And then what we're going to do is this is where we're going to do so after 16 bars here, this is where we're going to do the cut. And this is where we're going to make the tune different to the original. So 67, add 10 is obviously 77, which is there. And then add 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So somewhere round about here. So we need to have a look, because this might be a little bit tougher than what meets the eye. So about here. Right, so actually I got it wrong. So after here is where we need to make that change. So I think about here is where we need to chop it, but we can try and sort things out. And now what we need to do is we need to find the very, very end of the track. Right. Right. It was right Let me play it one more. Yeah, so right here, I don't know how well you can see that there, is literally where the tune here is gonna break. So we're gonna break it here, and then hopefully we're gonna join it up, and it's gonna mix and match. So we've got to try and make sure that we get it in time, otherwise you're not gonna get it in beat when you're actually mixing it in. And it's quite a tough one to do. It's not an easy thing to do, and sometimes, like, if you don't get it right, you know, you have to do a little bit of like just taking some of it away or adding some of it on. If you've just not sliced it in the right place, it's gonna sound off. So it's quite a tough thing to do, but if you can get it bang on, it does actually make your mixes sound so much better. Like me there, I was just messing it up there and getting it wrong. But if I maybe place that roundabout here. Now you see how that sounded absolutely perfect. So now, so basically what we've done is we've cut all of this out. So this is no longer going to get played. And now you're already going to be mixing into your next track. Do you know what I mean? So when you're in a club, you've kind of like cut out, I don't know, but a good 3 minutes of the tune, right? And it's going to absolutely sound fantastic. And then obviously, you know, you'd bring your next tune in, and then boom, absolutely smashing it. So if we just do it again, so if I just play it again, look. So if I go here from and you see now how it sounds like absolutely perfect. So so this tune here is actually at 150. So what I'm gonna do and prove to you and show you is I'm gonna get another tune, and I'm gonna mix it in through FL, hopefully, if I can. But it's not gonna be an easy thing to do. Well, it's easy enough, but I just need to check something. So just bear with me. So it's N-Dubz Bad Behaviour, yes. So N-Dubz, so we're going to bring in an N-Dubz tune. This is what I'm going to do. Not number one. N-Dubz. Right, Best Behaviour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this tune, which is just here. It's actually from the Clubland 18 CD. It's a banging tune, I'm not going to lie to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this in on the next track. But what I also need to do is just find out what BPM this tune is, because I don't think, if I remember right, it's at 150. I think it's at maybe something like 145. So if I know what it's at, it'll be all gravy. That says 149. It's gonna tell us in a minute. Oh, it actually says. Oh, actually, I think it might be 150 then. So what we'll do is we'll try it. So essentially, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have these. So I'm gonna just mute this for a second. So this is our new track. Look. So that's that. And then obviously the bass comes here. So this is a little fill, look. So what we need to do is we need to time it up. So where we brought in that new section, which is just here, as you can obviously see. So if you see right here, so if I zoom right in, you see this is where the split is, and this is where we added that new section. So what we need to do is on the beat, we need to have them basses double drop at the same time. So the bass is going to essentially double drop. So if we bring this all the way along to here, and then we have this right there like that, and then what we do is we bang that on there. So, and then basically, essentially here. Oh, it's very, yeah, I don't think the beat, I don't think the tune is in the right beat. Right. Right. I don't know what. Right, bear with me. Right. I might have been getting the wrong BPM reading. I'll tell you why. Because I'm on Record Box as well, and I'm putting this set together. So I think it might have automatically put the BPM to 150. So I need to find out whether it has. Yeah, so it's actually put it to 148 on this here. So if I go to fit to tempo, and then we type in BPM, we're going to go 148. And I'm just going to see if it actually fixes it and puts it in the right time. And then I can just essentially see how it's going to work. And then what I'll do is I'll export the tune once I've done this sort of test, and then I'll start putting it in the set. Do you know what I mean? So that essentially needs to go about. Whoa, for whatever reason, it's really out of bass. For some reason, it sounds so. It's actually quite hard to see, and I can't show you the other screens, you see. Right. Alright, we are so. Right, I'm gonna probably try and put it in beat on Record Box, so you might still hear it. You'll probably still hear it, but you just won't see what's happening. So I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete that, and then what I'll do is I'll export this. You'll still hear it. It's just gonna be easier for me than trying to work out exactly on FL. So we're gonna have so I'm just gonna title this actually dubs best be here. Right, actually what I'll do, if I go to rename and then I go to copy, and then what I'll do is I'll go to paste. So I'm just going to paste myself the same George Schmidt remix, and then what I'll do is I'll put Noble. I'll put Noble Edit, because these are like my own edits, so I won't be giving these out to people. And I don't recommend you do the same either, because this is something that you're doing for your own personal set. If they want to make a banging set that's going to sound like fresh and new, then they can edit tunes themselves. Like you've spent time cutting them up to make it right for your set. They might want to do it differently, so I'd recommend just sort of keeping it to yourself, really. So mine should have done it now, so I'm just having a look to see where it's appeared in On the Beach, Headhunters, because I've edited some other tunes, you see, before I've done this one. Actually, I think I might have just put it into a. Yeah, I know what I've done. I've actually put it into a folder on a USB stick instead. Hey, at least I've got a shorter version of this tune that I can just mix anyway. So it was. Do you know what? I've done it completely wrong. I'm I'm an actual noggin. Right. This is. I can't believe I've just done that. That is like literally. Actually, where has it saved? It's not actually saved where I thought it had. But I've just titled it the completely wrong tune. Well, that's gone into music. But that's that one. But that's not the Noble edit, is it? Right, this is actually. Right, let me. Because I've. Yeah, it went into Scouser. Ah, I know why. Yeah, no, I know what I've done. Ignore me. I'm an absolute. I'm a pillock. I'm an actual pillock, trust me. Right, I know what I've done now. So basically, I titled it to the end dubs tune instead of the tune that we've just edited. But when I titled it to save typing it in, I copied the original title text. So it's actually going to be probably, yeah, it's in the C. So what I've actually done is and I put it into a folder instead. So what I need to do is put that there, and then what I need to do is actually delete it out of the folder because it's going to be a different title tune, playing a different song. So I'm going to be doing a mix and think, oh, I'll play that N Dubs tune, and then I'm going to end up playing Hello instead because I'm an actual noggin. So I need to get the Martin Solveig Hello, copy and paste the text. I'm an actual noggin. You can't see all this because you can only see the FL screen. So get rid of them numbers, and then it's and then it's Noble. There, no, it's Noble edit. There we go. Right, we should be set now. We should be set. I just gotta go back and find that end dubs. Right, we are actually getting there. This is the mad thing. Yeah, I know you're probably thinking like, what the hell are you doing, Noble? I messed everything up. Oh yes, I've already. Right. No. Right, everything's froze now. This is not good. I've completely messed it all up. There we go. It's loading now. Because what I need to do is I've got sorting out to do. But I was trying to show you what it's going to sound like. And then hopefully you'll get a good understanding. So, right. But what I need to do, but I need to work out where my cue point needs to be as well, which is not the easiest thing either. So, and my record box, it goes very slow when I'm streaming. I forgot about this. Do you know what? Virtual DJ, it might work better for it. Let me try that instead. It's just so I can give you a good understanding of how it's gonna play. So, right, N dubs. Open the file location. Right, let's try this because this is what we need to find out. And for whatever reason now. Right, let's have a look. Right, we're gonna be somewhere in the ends, aren't we? Nothing. It should. Where is it? Where's it gone? I've got to try and hunt it now. N. Oh yeah, because it was. Oh yeah, Clubland. Right. It's because for some reason it says the title of the album it was on first. Do you know what I mean? So it says Clubland 18. instead of, yeah, here it is. Right. And it was already in. Do you know what? I swear, like, things are out to get me today. Right. So what we're going to do is I need to work out the... Right, you should be able to hear that. Yeah, you can hear it. Right. Apologies about this. We will get our brain in here. Right. So.
Off the plane today.
Obviously, when I'm doing the actual mix itself, I would sound a little bit more better. But if you see what we did, we edited a tune, we cut the tune, we made the tune shorter, so we wasn't playing too much of the tune, and then we double dropped and we quick mixed in essentially the next song, and that is how it works. And that is how you do it. And it's a really good little tip because not a lot of people do it. Some people will just turn up to a set, they'll play the full length tracks and they'll mix out of it. But if you want to be a little bit more creative, and a lot of headliners, like people like such as Andy Whitby, they'll do edits and quick mixes, and they'll play loads of tunes and they'll belt them out, and they'll be quick on the mixer, they'll be double dropping, and they just absolutely bang out sets and they sound interesting. You haven't got like 5 minutes of one song, you've maybe got like 2-3 minutes of a song, and then boom, there's another tune just double dropping in, loads of just cool parts to the mix, and that is sort of essentially what you want, and that was what the aim of this video was, just to sort of show you sort of how you can sort of mix a tune, quickly, how you can edit a tune and chop it. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.